Okay, so we're here at Let's Golf this evening. We've got Matt Scott, personal trainer, who specialises in golf fitness. As you can see, we've got Joe Miller in the back here playing on slow-mo. Joe was here last week. Joe hits the ball incredible distances, 400 yards plus, club head speeds in excess of 155 miles an hour. So a good theme that we've got as we go into our long driving competition here at Let's Golf is that let's talk about club head speed and what exercises. We're going to ask Matt, what exercises can the golfer do, specific exercises to work on certain body movements and motions that can help them deliver more speed to that golf ball and get those distances, bust out those long drives on the golf course. So if we was to talk about three different motions of the body and rotations of the body that we could work on to increase speed, what exercises would you recommend?
I think we've got to look at the hips first. Some big muscle groups around the hips, really generating a lot of power from the hips in the golf swing. So to begin with, I think, let me show you a couple of...
Okay.
Yeah. So first off, to get the hip, some good hip speed, we could look at like a squat with follow through.
Okay.
So we could load up this trail side, squatting down, and then pressing forward, following all the way through into a good follow through position. Okay, so squatting down, loading up the trail side, pressing off, nice and quickly as we do this. Obviously practicing this left hand, right handed, probably pretty good.
Okay.
We could do one with the band here, so with a power band, I'll hold on to one side for me. I'll do this left-handed then first, so you can see here. So, band around me. Okay, all I'm going to do is press off my trail side and follow through, okay, onto my lead side. So here we go, nice and quick, okay. Really fighting against the force of the band as well, so generating some strength and speed at the same time.
So we talk about hip speed and the sequence of the body parts and what parts of the body move first. So when we're at the top of the backswing and we're in that fully sort of loaded position, the hips are going to start the downswing. So how we start to shift pressure and shift into that left side and allow that lower body to start to rotate hard below the upper body. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So what would be number 2 on your list then, Matt?
I think then we've got to look at trunk rotation, okay? We looked a bit at hips, next up is trunk, okay? So we need good trunk rotation. We've seen sort of X factor before, so we need to really get good rotation into our backswing, separation from the hips, just like you mentioned, then leading with the hips first, following with the trunk. So a couple of exercises for this. So we can do a stretch standing up, so we can get into our golf posture, okay? Left hand on our right knee, then rotating back with our right hand. Okay, just pause for a second, then back the other side, right hand on left knee, turn into the left, then back down, okay? Really opening up the thoracic spine as we do this. Another one we can do, a good one on all fours, okay? So we can go quadruped position, out, hand behind the head, elbow down and then elbow up to the ceiling, following with your eyes, okay? And again, repeat on both sides.
Okay, great. So that's the upper body motion. So once we've started that downswing move, that trigger from the lower body rotating first, the upper body's then going to start to accelerate, and then that's going to allow us to then lead into our third movement then. And what exercise would you say is your third
We're going to
exercise?
look at shoulders next. So okay, we need like 90 degrees of external rotation in the golf swing. Okay, so really trail side shoulder, I think we're looking at. Then really to get into a good position into the downswing.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. So a couple of exercises then would be, we need good posture to begin with, good thoracic mobility, which we kind of looked at already. We're going to do a no money's drill, okay? So elbows lightly by your sides, band in your hand. All we're going to do is rotate outwards, okay, pulling your shoulder blades together. Now you can do this just focusing on your trail side, one at a time, or both arms together. Then we can just do a chest stretch if I grab a club here. So with your golf club, one hand on the bottom, one hand on the top, and pressing backwards. Okay, we really should feel the stretch across your pec, maybe a little bit down the lats as well, around your armpit.
Okay, good. So when we talk about the motion and this external rotation and the trail side, I'm going to say my right shoulder because I'm a right-handed golfer. That's going to allow us to get that sweet spot of the club behind the hands, dropping behind the hands on the downswing. So that's really important to get us into a position as we're sort of working that lower body first, that upper body second, and then that sweet spot drop in behind the path that the hands travel on the downswing. Really good one, that.
Yep.
So when we talk about the you was demonstrating with the equipment there, where could we get that? Where could the golfer pick up that kind of equipment? Is it expensive?
So, not at all. So you can get one of these golf bands. You can use any other sort of TheraBand or anything. You don't need too much resistance to begin with, to be honest. You don't have to necessarily use the power band. The one I demonstrated around your waist, you can tie it onto a door handle or something that's not going to move, and perform them with those. So relatively inexpensive. Anything any online retailer should sell them.
Fantastic. So there you go. Matthew Scott with the exercises to give you increase your speeds and get that extra clubhead speed like we see Joe gets in here. So you can buy your equipment on either eBay or Amazon. Very little money. Exercises that you can do at home. So thanks a lot, Matt. Thanks for coming down to Let's Golf. Golfers out there, let's hope you start busting out those long drives on the golf course this weekend.